tight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by BlackRifleCoffee.com.
I'm here, I'm queer, and I'm not fucking going anywhere, bitch. Yeah.
Okay.
What if I just came out to you?
Oh my God.
Yeah. What would you think if suddenly after all these years I just came out and I was just like, I'm fucking gay?
Finally.
That's what you would say?
Finally. It's like we all know. It's one of those things where it's like,
and then
we know.
Then we hosted this show, but it was totally different. Like I just switched.
And it was like the sets were better.
Hey, bitch. What the fuck are you drinking today, you bitch?
Hey, girl, you know she's drinking BRCC because she gets down like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she came for it.
Bitch. You fucking bitch.
Are you fucking coming for me? Don't you dare.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine?
Okay, so we lost all of our listeners just now.
Yeah.
If you're just tuning in,
million listeners just out the door as they're like, whoa, Ross is gay. No, he's doing an all gay show.
Again.
I want to talk about hairstyles for men. What to do if you have a round face? What do you wear? What do you fucking do to yourself?
Nothing. You stay in the fucking house because you're gross.
Gross. I met a guy at Fantastic Sam's. I want to fuck him. I want to suck his dick a little bit.
Girl, what is she doing in Fantastic Sam's?
Fantastic Sam's is look, it's fantastic. Everybody knows that.
Don't you dare go to Fantastic.
Everybody knows that.
Stop being poor.
No, exactly. Fantastic Sam's is when you've either you're like you don't have any money because growing up, there was a couple Fantastic Sam's visits I had to make.
Right.
Or if you're in a hurry and you're just like, oh man, or you're in a city and you're like, man, I'm just gonna make a quick stop at Fantastic Sam's. I just need a little trim up, and they always fuck it up.
They always make it fantastic.
They should call that place Goodbye Sideburns. If you're a man, like you will. Whoa, those are gone.
See you later.
You will look like Chipper Jones faster.
Or you have your girl there that works at Fantastic Sam's, and that's okay.
No, it's fine.
If you've found someone that you can keep getting in with, do it.
No.
But if you go in there and just kind of hope for the best, it'll be fantastic.
Here's my experience as a young man going into a Fantastic Sam's.
Sure.
You roll in and then you're like, all right, cool. I just need just a trim up just around the ears, around the back. If you can shave the neck, that'd be great.
Don't touch anything else, right?
Don't touch anything else.
Can't emphasize that enough.
Yep. And I'm going to get the fuck out of here. And then you watch them. You take maybe 2 peeks down at Highlights magazine, just trying to find that rake in the clouds, to circle. And boom, you look up. And all of your sideburns are gone. And the back of there's a new line in the back of your head where it's
higher.
White.
Yeah.
Higher, and it's white, where you're like, the sun has never seen that part of your head in its entire
over the ears,
life.
Really higher too.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh.
Yeah, that's going to grow back weird. What? This isn't fantastic at all.
This isn't fantastic.
That'll be $10, sir. And then you give him a Finsky as a tip, and you're out of there, and you're like, motherfucker. And then you're just staring at yourself in the mirror, wondering when this is going to grow back.
Right.
When will this fucking grow back?
Ugh, it's the worst.
Fucking worst. Fantastic Sam's.
It's the worst.
I don't know why I brought that up.
Because you were gay for a second, remember?
Well, I think I was looking at different hairstyles last night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was she on Pinterest?
No.
Well, how are you looking at it?
Well, just like Google.
Oh, okay.
Because I've gotten to the point where I've just grown tired of when you have hair of my length.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my problem. We were talking about this right before air. Right before we went on air, when you have hair of my length, right? you have to fucking blow dry it and then do it. And it's a process where you're just like, shit, man, either have short hair so it doesn't take very long, or I just want to get out of the shower, throw some shit in it and bounce. But I can only do that like going straight down. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You can't do that on the slick back unless you're going the slick back. Unless you're going Pat Riley with it. Okay. Like then, or you know, Michael Douglas Wall Street. You know what I'm talking about? If you're going Gordon Gekko with it, then it's easy. Like, you can throw some gel in and just take a comb, brush it back, and you're out of there. That's not a style that you go to until your 50s. You know what I'm saying? Like 55, where you're just like, man, I'm going slick back. Everybody can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, and I think you should go slick back.
So do I.
Yeah.
But that's in your 50s, mid-50s. Okay. Nowhere near that, obviously.
Sure.
So now I'm just looking for something, you know, a nice no-fuss haircut where it's just like, hey, fuck off. You know? I just want to throw a little bit of it in there and then just a little bit of something and get the fuck out the door. Okay. So I was Googling, like, hey, what would be... cool shit.
Did you put in no fuss men's haircut?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I just put in like cool men's haircuts, you know,
sure,
like any other dude would. But that's
what cool people do.
Here's what happened: is it brought up that picture from Fantastic Sam's of that dude with the mustache who's always looking like this. He's got the lean down.
And looks great, right?
No, he looks like a homosexual man.
Oh, okay, sure.
Looks like a complete homosexual man. Okay, because he's got a mustache. And he's got the like that look down of like, oh, what's in those jeans? What's behind that zipper there, big boy? Okay, do we need to have a little pickle fight? Right. Do I need to? I need to put my mustache on this. Yeah. Do we need to play pickle tickle?
Hide the pickle.
Pickle tickle together. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? That's the Fantastic Sam's photo that everybody knows and loves. It's in the in the window, it's in the magazine where it's that guy of, right. Ooh, I wonder what he's packing down there. Right. I wonder what kind of sausage is in that Ziploc bag.
I get it. So that's what came up when you Googled cool guy haircuts?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that guy.
It's all about keywords. Mm-hmm. So when you go too generic with keywords on Google and whatnot, that's what happens. You end up pulling up like super homosexual, like homoerotic things where it's just like, oh, all right, cool. And then you start questioning yourself like, all right, with the keywords I typed in, cool men's haircut, right? Is that a typical gay man thing to type in where you're like, man, I think that I'm gay and I'm not sure. And now I'm trying to find a cool gay man's haircut. Like, did I go wrong keyword with it? Or is there just not shit for dudes?
There is, but I think the act of Googling cool things takes you out of the running for being cool right then.
I understand
it. So yeah. So I'm just saying, I don't think you're going to actually get a cool haircut that comes up. I think the coolness comes from confidence and not giving a fuck, right? So it's pretty much whatever you think is cool and rock it.
Because look, here's the thing. You have girls and magazines and all that other shit that you talk to or see that you're like, oh man, that looks awesome or whatever, right? Yes. Here is my issue these days in particular. So as a young man on the come up, we had GQ. And there was like a style guide and you could ask the fucking dude what's going on and all that shit. GQ still exists, here and there, but it's like, man, buying a magazine these days, like it feels so archaic and all that other stuff. I haven't read GQ in a while, nor do I really like the people that they fucking put on the cover anymore. Right. And that started with Kaepernick and all that shit. And I was like, yeah, I'm done with GQ. Totally. Like, that's your man of the year? Fuck off. So I think that's when I stopped reading it, where I was just like...
Or when Amy Schumer was on the cover?
100%. Because Amy Schumer was on the cover. That's when it stopped being cool to me. So I was just like, man, if that's your definition of cool now, then the rest of your fucking magazine is bunk, and I'm out of here. Like I'm Deuce McGruson.
Like who do you think is cool?
Right. So this is going to bring me to my next point. I'm glad you asked that. It's a perfect segue, actually, and it was probably on accident.
No, just moving it along.
You're terrible about it. I'm kidding. So on the come up again, young man on the come up. Right. We used to have movie stars who you looked up to that were like, oh man.
Okay.
Like, for example, Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt was always doing cool shit with his hair where you were like, oh man, I want to look like Brad Pitt. I want to look like so-and-so on the come up. We don't have that anymore today because all of the movie stars are fucking dorky.
Okay.
So there's no like, so if you're a perfect example, if you're a man looking, and this is, I assume a lot of guys at home actually probably really go through this where you're like, you want to try a new look or a new style or a new thing. Okay. Usually you look at other people. It used to be movie stars and things like that where you're like, oh man, that guy or whatever. Now, who are your movie stars? Okay. Chris Evans? I don't want Chris Evans' haircut.
Yeah.
Fucking Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah. Channing kind of has like... No.
Channing Tatum? He's got a high and tight. Yeah. It's just a fucking
but
basic.
Like the long on the top. So when you ask me like what... And the other thing you can do, guys, is like ask girls.
Yeah. You can.
What you like, what they like.
Right.
And then you can be like, fuck you, I don't want to do that. But...
Depends on the girl. You're cool. Right?
Right.
There's not a lot of cool girls, though.
I Googled it and
we
definitely lot of cool stuff. Okay.
Definitely know you didn't Google it.
No, I didn't. That's how cool I am. I don't even know how to Google cool.
Yeah, but so as a dude, like looking at all the other things that are going on out there, there's nobody there's nobody taking risk about shit.
Okay.
It's just a lot of dorky people who are in the public eye.
Got it.
So it's like, look, we were watching, what was it, Entertainment Tonight the other night, and that dude, Freddie Highmore from The Good Doctor came on, and it was just like, I mean, that was a sit-down interview of like 10 minutes, and you're like, all right, that's your cool guy? The next one after that was the dude who plays Sheldon on Big Bang Theory, and I'm like, oh boy. And then it was Jonathan Galecki. And it's like, look, and he's a great guy in real life, so I don't want to fucking shit on him. But I'm just saying, as far as cool goes, or style, yes, and he's rad. He's a fucking really great guy.
He kind of seems like it,
and he's really funny too. I actually love the guy, and I'd love to have him on the podcast.
Yeah. I've liked him in everything that he's done, and I'm like, is he really cool?
He is.
Like,
behind the scenes, he's
party?
He is. He's a
sweet
rad dude.
Well, I see what you're saying now. So it's like, where do you go?
Where does a guy go for inspiration of, hey, I want to look like this, or I want to dress like this? I feel like I feel like black guys probably right now have the best role models and shot at it, because it's like, dude, you've like Migos. Like when Migos rolls out, they look dope as fuck.
Right.
Where you're just like, oh shit. But as a white guy, I can't fucking wear that shit. I can't pull that shit off on a day-to-day basis. But like black guys right now, dude, I mean, you got Kanye dropping bomb-ass sneakers all the time. Pharrell. Like you have cool guys who take risk in fashion and haircuts and all that other. I mean, fucking look at Jay-Z's haircut right now. Like, I don't know.
Beyonce's husband?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, who?
Oh, you're kidding.
I'm joking.
But like, who told him to fucking grow his hair out? Like, I didn't even know he had hair like that to grow out.
Probably Yance.
I guess. But he looks cool.
Yance. He does look cool.
So when you watch it, or like Donald Glover, another one, who dresses cool, he's got cool haircut. Like, where is so like the black community, the black guys are covered in like right now, where it's just like, oh shit, I can do this and this and this and look dope. As at white guys, who are we looking up to for like style guide or like cool shit these days?
Yeah. Momoa?
No. Fuck, he wears leather. Like he's a goddamn. He looks like a caricature.
Sorry, I get like blinded when I don't see what he's like
exactly.
wearing.
Good looking dude, but it's a lot of leather there where you're like, yo, man, a normal dude can't wear leather out. He always
like a big cuff.
Leather. He's fucking Aquaman. He's a real goddamn Viking in real life, and that's fine. But a normal guy can't look like he just stepped off of a motorcycle if you don't own a fucking motorcycle.
Joey Clean.
To a certain degree. Like,
he's cool though.
He is cool.
And maybe it's not
no one can get away with his haircut.
That's what I'm saying, but maybe not his style, but like it's just the confidence of it, right? So whatever you're doing, if you're just like fuck you, then it's hot. So that's basically the magic, what you're asking, like, what is it? That's the magic thing that you can't look up, you can't Google or whatever. And it's same with girls too. It's like I can see all the things that I want on Pinterest or fashion magazine, whatever. If I put one of those weird ass fucking things on that like looks good on this super skinny girl, and I feel uncomfortable in it, it doesn't look good, right? If I put it on and I'm just like fucking killing it, somehow making it work, then it's awesome, no matter what it is. So, not really sure what you guys are supposed to do.
Exactly.
Except for try and, meld some stuff together, find what you identify with, and then fucking kill it.
Again, you've got to be rich to pull off shit where you're just like, all right, I don't really fucking care. Right. I told you I had a business meeting one time. I had a huge dinner meeting with this guy who just rolled in and like, he looked like he just stepped off a boat in the Florida Keys.
Right, but he was
rich as fuck.
Yeah. So.
And like we were at this super high.
Maybe that's the key.
Yeah. It probably is, to be honest with you.
If we can tell you have money in the wallet, everything looks good.
I don't know. I mean, look, he rolled in with his hot girl probably 15 years his junior to this dinner meeting. And I'm not kidding. He looked like he was just the captain of a charter fishing boat for the day. Like, oh, hey, we're going to take you out and get you the
Captain Ron style.
The tuna. The pirate thing is rad, right? But you got to be rich enough to get away with it.
Because that's Johnny Depp, right? He's a pirate, like in real life.
Yeah. But even now, when Johnny Depp becomes uncool, that's when that shit starts becoming uncool. Keith Richards can get away with...
Oh, yeah, Keith Richards.
Because he's Keith Richards.
Right.
You have to be at that level. Like, what does a normal dude do? Because again, the guy who rolled into that business meeting looking like a fucking charter captain, like he just looked like he filleted 30 fish for people and, hung them up on the outside and took pictures with a family of 4. Yeah. He rolled in and he was worth $1 billion, this guy.
Yeah.
Rolled in and it was just like, it was jarring his appearance. Like he had like a fishing hook on his hat, and it was jarring his appearance, and I was like, ugh. Fuck. And I go, this guy's worth whatever. Sat down, breezed through a menu in 2 seconds, and was just like, great. I'm going to start off with the lobster claw, the blah, 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 and starts hammering away at like, and then some top shelf whiskey that's, fucking $200 an ounce or whatever it is. And you're just like, Jesus, Captain Ron knows what the fuck he's doing. And you were like, cool. People, and no lie, in the restaurant, everybody stopped and looked at this guy. He gave 0 fucks.
Right.
0 fucks. He was wearing like one of those G-Shock watches, like for diving. Like it was like he was going down below. And I'm like, I even asked him at one point in the meal, I was like, do you dive? And he goes, sometimes, it's just, this keeps the best time. So I've had a lot of watches and I'm like, motherfucker. Time. Yeah. Watched him roll out after dinner in a Tesla that drove him, back to wherever the fuck he was going. I was just like, shit.
Crazy.
Fucking A, man. That guy didn't give a baker's fuck about life. So yes, I think that is key, but you got to be rich.
You got to be rich. Or rich. If I could give anyone advice, or a dude or whatever, keeping it simple is a good place to start. Where it's like one pair of jeans that like just fits you good and is like nice and simple, not too many fucking studs and rips and bullshit, right? Just
I don't get down on the affliction look.
Right.
That's what I call it. Don't fucking roll out in an affliction t-shirt.
And then just like an iron cross shirt. And, a couple of nice shirts that fit you, whatever that means to you, right? Simple, easy to look put together, and then kind of go from there. I don't know.
Yeah,
and kind of incorporate things from there, but you need
my best advice is for dudes. Never buy a t-shirt that has wording on the back that is longer than an Egyptian scroll, where you're just like, oh god damn it.
Yeah, I don't.
The fight and the battle and the whole fucking thing, we came together and we overcame our demons, like whatever the fuck is on the back of like those affliction shirts and shit like that, where you're just like, man, no one has time to fucking read that. Not only that, but like the only person who would have that much time to read that much dialogue on the back of your t-shirt is the guy who's fucking you. Like, who just lifts up your shirt, to put his dick in, and then it's just fucking you, and it's just like, oh man, that is really interesting. All of this dialogue on your back. Yeah, I can really get into that. So, look, if you're a power bottom in this life, 100% buy that t-shirt that's got that much dialogue in the back, That looks like the Bill of Rights.
Give them something to focus on, right?
Yeah, like the bill, like where you're reading it's just the Bill of Rights, and you're like, yeah.
And then my favorite, if I was rich, would just be all just vintage, good quality
same
stuff that's timeless, that was cool, fucking in whenever, and is
super rich for that shit.
I know. I'm just saying, like that's what my go-to would be if you can get like a vintage jacket or something as like one thing that like is timeless. White t-shirt, jeans, it always looks good.
Sure.
It will always look good on guys.
Sure.
Sorry.
I don't even know where this rant came from, by the way. I think it's just
again,
me wanting to...
you were going to be gay for a second.
Yeah.
And then you just went
a homosexual male.
And you said, what do I know? What do I do if I am straight still?
Yeah.
What if, I know what I'd do if I was gay, but what if
I'm still straight and I want to... Anyways, I'm looking for a fucking no fuss haircut.
Okay.
And again, man, that's why you got to buy my books and shit. So I can do this shit. I can look however I want, where it's just like, fuck it. I'll throw some braids in. Remember when I had cornrows?
Yes, I do.
You were super stoked on that.
Super stoked. And so were you.
Love to roll through life like that.
Such pain.
Yeah. Well, getting them.
Weren't after, like, they were still tight and uncomfortable?
Yeah, it was a lot.
They were small and tight.
Yeah, they were small and tight.
Like you have...
There's a simple joke there I'm not gonna go for, but...
you can.
Yeah.
If you want to be basic. But
like braids, for example. So Post Malone he was at the AMAs. No, he cut off his dreads, so now he just has like a
normal hair.
Yeah, remember when I got a perm for the Super Bowl? How could you forget? For that, when I lost that Super Bowl bet to Jared, and I got that perm. That's what his hair looks like now.
Okay,
so it is naturally curly, I guess.
Yeah, probably, or he permed it.
I guess. God, you want to talk about a guy who dresses like shit. Post Malone does. I love him too, and he's one of my favorite artists today.
But he pulls it off, don't you believe?
No.
Okay.
No.
I do.
Like the happy face suits and all that other shit. Like,
I think
because he is cool. If he just dressed cool, if he dressed like Yellow Wolf, like great.
Right.
But instead, it's like these clown suits where it's just like happy faces and cowboy boots with rhinestones all over them, and you're just like, dude, are you...
I think it's anti-fashion, which I love that too, where it's like, Yellow Wolf, you're too cool. Like, I'm going to be the anti that. How do you be the complete opposite of Yellow Wolf? You wear a happy face.
I think Yellow Wolf looks cool.
He does look cool, but he's, that's a uniform that a lot of people are wearing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's put on the uniform of the like, the old vest and the boots and like
the hipster,
tattoos everywhere and like, Slumerican or whatever. It's like a real thing. And he's going the opposite way of everyone else that's in his industry, which I kind of think is cool too.
Oh, for Post Malone?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. He just doesn't look cool. And I love him. He's one of my faves. He was just on Fallon the other night and debuted part of his new song.
Yeah.
I heard like 30 seconds. It was great. And you're just like, God damn it. All right. You're awesome. I get it. I'm still waiting for him to fail. And I don't think he's going to.
No.
Super talented, that guy.
Talented.
Jesus.
Seems like
it's just his appearance. That
hardworking, classy dude. I hope he doesn't fail.
I don't either. I want to hear great music forever.
A winning combo.
Yeah. I just wish, he'd get out of those suits. There's a lot of bad suits. Google
You'd miss them.
Post Malone suits. I would not.
I think it's cool.
I think it's cool.
To be uncool sometimes.
I just want to see him out there in a wife beater and some jeans, some Dickies, and call it a day.
No, but that's like a uniform.
It's not
for
him
is.
Because he's got like this, dad bod and the whole shit. Like, it would be hilarious to me. So
it's okay for us to disagree.
It is. It is. Did you just put a Black Rifle Coffee sticker on that cup?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Because I want a coffee shop down the street That's Black Rifle Coffee.
Yeah. Do I have to? I just Morgan Freeman'd you with that.
Did you?
Oh, James. No.
Bye.
Oh, there she goes. We talked about this on the last show that you have your own, you buy your own paper.
Yeah,
coffee
you can
cups.
get them anywhere.
Yeah, to feel like you've gone to a coffee shop, but really it's just 2 K-cups of Black Rifle Coffee in there. We're going to segue into the sponsors on this one. Speaking of Black Rifle Coffee, they are our chief sponsor. She'll hold that handmade cup up to camera.
Do they have to-go cups yet?
Where?
This is my plea, Black Rifle Coffee.
Yes. So if you go in there, but they don't look like that, because I was just in their Las Vegas store, which is awesome, by the way. So if
I want to go.
It's great. So if you're in Las Vegas, it's right on Battlefield Vegas. Go to the Black Rifle Coffee Shop. They've got hats, T-shirts,
nice.
mugs, all that stuff there, and they sell the bags in the K-cups as well. So you can go and really load up there. The staff is super friendly. We actually shot a podcast there that'll air next week.
Nice.
But they should have cups like that. Like, that looks cool, actually.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is my plea to them.
Yeah.
Can I have, because I love a travel mug, don't I?
You do. And they have
I will collect these motherfuckers.
They have a travel mug that looks like that. So, yes.
Okay.
And by the way, if you want to check out what I'm talking about, go to blackriflecoffee.com. They got bags, they got K-cups. Their apparel is second to none. I'm heading there in like 10 days. I'm going to loot the place, load up on my gear.
Are you leaving again, huh?
Jessie.
Ross.
Work. I'm sorry, I love you. Dads travel. That's what happens.
A lot of dads travel. A lot of people, men and women.
Yeah.
Just joking. Women aren't the breadwinners. So, a lot of people travel for work.
They do. They do. So,
not usually. I mean, they're usually single, but yeah.
No, well,
just joking.
Jesus Christ.
They usually don't have kids.
I was thinking about this after the last show. Go to blackriflecoffee.com. Type in the one-time promo code of Revolution for 20% off.
You know it. You love it.
Yep. Use the code and do the whole shit. But I was thinking about this last night where I was watching preseason NBA was on. It was the last preseason game before the NBA season starts. How do those guys do it? They're on the road every night for 7 months out of the year, and their families are cool with it.
How much money is like a...
It all comes back to one common theme, doesn't it?
I'm just asking what their like base salary is.
That's what it is.
Throw out a number.
For the
like one guy that you're talking about.
One guy. So let's take the last player on the bench.
Yeah, let's take the lowest of the low.
$750,000, $800,000 a year. Yeah,
that's not that much.
Yeah, fuck off. Are you kidding me?
What, compared to us?
I wish.
What, like that's a lot?
Yeah.
What, like it's hard?
But those guys travel so much, and I was like, man, their family's cool with it. I'm only gone maybe 7 days out of the month. So
I'm cool with it.
Fuck off, Jabes.
I'm cool with it. I just like to berate you on air.
Yeah.
And I do love all of the messages about how I'm a saint. So keep them coming. Keep them coming, guys. I love them. It gets me through.
Oh, let's get to Strike Force energy, shall we? Because that gets me through your mouth all the goddamn time. 4 amazing flavors. Premier energy drink in the worldwide. This is a worldwide phenomenon that's going on right now. They're actually at military bases all over the world, even in Korea now. I believe it's South Korea, but they could be in Pyongyang soon. I think Pyongyang might be South Korea. I don't know the Koreas as well as I should. Not ashamed to admit it. They got 4 tasty flavors though. They got original lemon, orange, and Make America Grape Again. 10-pack, 40-pack. 750 milliliter bottles, so you can boom, pop a couple squirts in and go to strikeforceenergy.com. Type in the promo code REVOLUTION for 20% off. That's good every time, Jabes. And they ship everywhere in the entire world. No carbs, no sugars. No more fucking worrying about a diet with that, because you're already on one with Strike Force.
I love it, and it keeps you going.
Boom,
keeps
boom,
you
boom.
moving.
Let's go back to my room.
It keeps you not hungry. Is it the baby weight? Is that why you're leaving so much?
Me? You? Your baby weight or mine? Jesus.
Mine.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
This is good. This is good because then you go and all kind of like when you come back, when you leave or you haven't seen someone in a while and they lose even like 2 pounds, it feels like a lot. They look like, oh my God, you look great.
Yeah, you look amazing.
Just because
I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah.
So actually get on back out there.
I will.
Book another trip.
Heading on down the road. Next up, we got straightrazors.com.
Ooh, that's a clean cut. Smooth. Are you right, kids?
Boy, people definitely tuned out. People definitely, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I hurt my own.
I'm sure you did.
Ears.
Not only does it hurt mine, but that was such a long pause. People just turned off their radio. They were
don't think they turned it up?
No.
Like,
no, boy. No, they didn't. They didn't, James.
They turned it off.
They turned it off, and they were like, fuck
I think people will be getting tired of it. At some point, no.
They're not. They're not. I actually this morning, I got an email of how many ringtones you sold last month for You Like It. For Ross Patterson Revolution, 1,180 You Like It ringtones just for last month alone.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's pretty. People have caught on to it. When Gen Pop catches on with it, though, we're going down, right?
Yeah.
Like you're going to be the most racist person in the world. I'm going to be the one who keeps encouraging you and laughing at it. And,
right.
Yeah.
And then we're both
going down.
Oh, boy.
Going down. But you know who isn't going down? straightrazors.com.
Never.
Because they've got the finest shaving products in the biz for men. They've got, mustache waxes, beard oils, shampoos, conditioners. Their straight razors are second to none. If you're worried about using a straight razor, they got safety razors. They got little training wheels for it. And again, their aftershave is the best for men on the planet. Smolder. Just buy a bottle of that. If it's not the best you've had, you can punch me right in the gooch. Also, for those of you who've read When Darkness Falls, It Doesn't Catch It, straight razors are nice for a good old-fashioned Sunday brooch. Yeah.
One of my favorite parts of that.
Everybody keeps hitting me up about the brooch.
In the audiobook?
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
And since somebody pointed it out and he was cool with it, one of my buddies from the office is the guy who plays Stonewall Jackson. So I got a message from him and he was like, I'm cool with it.
Like we can say it's...
Yeah, we can say it's Bobby Ray Schaefer now.
Bob Vance.
Yeah, it's Bob Vance Refrigeration. Bob Vance Refrigeration.
The coolest.
The best. And he made a post about it on Facebook, so I can at least tell you that one. Stonewall Jackson.
Nice.
Yeah, he's great. He's great in that book. And everybody loved him. A lot of guesses coming in, by the way, for who the others are. And I haven't been able to tell you because we signed NDAs with everybody, but he was cool with it. He was just like, bro, this is the funniest book of all time. I think, too,
he's on the level, though.
Yeah, and I think the fact that it's the highest rated, no, this is no lie, When Darkness Falls, It Doesn't Catch It, is the highest rated Audible book on all of Audible currently. It's got a 4.99. So, yes, I think people are starting to get on board of like, all right, cool, it's a comedy. It's like a movie, fuck off. But I Straight Razors, by the way, their promo code is Revolution for 20% off. I wish there was a promo code for When Darkness Falls, He Doesn't Catch It, and Night She Cries While He Rides a Steed. There is not. Just go to Audible and use them. They're funniest back-to-back. Dude, you're looking at, somebody hit me up yesterday and said it's 13 hours worth of both books, and I was just like, yeah.
Nice.
So if you're on long drives, you can get into it. That this is the prequel, this is the sequel. Buy them shits. You will not regret it, especially the Audible. That'll be the best part about it. And it's available on audiobook, too. Somebody hit me up yesterday and said, hey, is it on iTunes? Yes, it's on iTunes. Oh, okay. We're good to go. We're good to go in this world, all the way across the board. I want to talk about the Lakers, by the way. LeBron's gone Hollywood.
Cool. Oh, yeah.
So ESPN never televises like preseason games.
Right.
Because let's face it, who wants to watch a preseason NBA game?
I know, dude. It's like,
so
I was like, that's totally how I feel. I'm just like, ooh.
So it was in Vegas last night.
Sure.
And it was the Lakers versus the Warriors, and they played their starters, where I was like, this is unusual. LeBron showed out. He said, fuck you guys, because, look, the Warriors are the team to beat, obviously.
Right.
Made one from half court at the buzzer at the end of the first half and then posed on it. Man, the Lakers look sexy again.
Really?
They could be back. They could be back. And I hate to judge it from one preseason game, But God damn it, man, they were fun to watch. And as much as I, dislike LeBron, it was really, really fun to watch. It felt like a playoff game, and they're nowhere near the playoffs. I mean, they were going for it. People were going for it last night.
I love a night at the Staples Center.
Yeah. Yeah. So look, if and the reason why I'm bringing this up at the top, the Dodgers are in the playoffs. I have them pegged to go to the World Series. Wink when I say pegged. That means fucked.
That means fucked.
Fucked.
You're going to fuck them into it?
Yeah.
That sounded weird.
And now you have the Lakers and the Rams, the Los Angeles Rams have the most complete team in the NFL, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Fuck, man. It's a good time to be an LA sports fan right now. So the Lakers look like they're back, and it's going to be a fun team to watch. So I was skeptical because of all these weird people they added over the offseason, but got to tell you, after last night's, I'm kind of in.
Okay.
I'm kind of in.
So who is it going to be? Dodgers and who?
I said Dodgers and Red Sox. But I don't know. I mean, look, Dodgers were a wild card team that barely got in by the skin of their sack. They actually played the Rockies in a 1-game playoff to decide who would win the division, and it was the Rockies.
Right.
So now they've got to play the Rockies to go to the World Series. I actually love their chances because it's Clayton Kershaw. The American League's the tough one to pick because you've got the Astros and the Red Sox. Both of those teams have been playing lights out in the entire year. So that was the number 1 and number 2 best record in the American League. So I don't know who's going to win. I don't want to see the Astros in it, but and we talked about it. Like the only way that I would go is if it was Boston at Fenway, but with the way my schedule is synced up, I don't think it's going to work.
Because even though I am diehard, I still want to go to Fenway.
So do I.
I haven't been yet.
So do I. So I shot inside of Fenway Park for an MTV series, but it was in January, so it was closed. So we had the the facilities and all that stuff to ourselves. So I got to see it, and it's amazing. But it was it was like 10 degrees. It was freezing, and all I kept thinking to myself was, "Shit, man, this would be so awesome if this was full and like a nice baseball atmosphere to go to."
Right.
Especially the World Series. Holy shit. It'd be great. Like if that was my Fenway experience.
Yeah.
Man. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
What do you think next year?
For the Red Sox?
How good are they? Are they still young that they can go again? Or?
Yeah, they can go again. But the problem is the Yankees are great. And, if they get some pitching.
Yeah.
Then.
And grow up just a little bit.
They're fine next year. Like if gun to head now, I'm putting the Yankees in the World Series next year.
Well, I do every year.
I know you do, but realistically,
right.
And then
realistically,
yeah, because somebody else asked me that about the Atlanta Braves because I'm a diehard Atlanta Braves fan. I'm a Homer fan, and they were like, "Oh, Braves made the playoffs this year. They're going to win." I was like, "No, they're not. No. They're too young.
Yeah.
They're 2 years away. The Braves are 2 years away, but we've got a bright future, and it's going to be awesome in a couple years. Mm-hmm. Just not now."
Yeah.
So the Yankees are there now. They just need some pitching help. They rolled out CC Sabathia for that game, and it's what the dude's 40. That can't be your starter.
That's the best that they have right now.
In a player go home or a winner go home game. It can't be CC Sabathia. So, it is what it is. But they'll be there.
Blah.
They'll be there.
Okay, sure.
First Man's coming out this weekend.
Yeah.
The Gosling movie.
Yeah.
Still no flag on that moon.
Wow.
I noticed though. Did you see the new trailers they've dropped?
Yes. There's gonna be flags around.
Well, they added them in post, and I can tell you that.
Okay.
Looking at those goddamn, I know they added those in post.
Right, but do you think that they actually plant it, or are they sticking to their guns with that one?
They're sticking to their guns.
Okay.
So I saw an interview with Gosling and the director, and they really skated that question.
Gosling.
Just like, hey,
Foy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what they said too.
Yes, and I'm like,
she's not famous enough to go by just Foy
yet. Like, how many of you guys seen The Crown? Nobody. Yeah.
Oh, is that where she's from?
Yeah. So she's.
What's her first name?
Claire.
Claire Foy.
Claire Foy from The Crown only.
I got you.
And then she's starting to get other stuff. She's awesome.
She looked identical to Neil Armstrong's wife. Like, holy shit. It was a great casting choice.
Right.
But I'm curious as to how this movie does, since everybody knows this. And if you know the ending already, like, look, we already knew the ending already, that he was going to land on the fucking moon. But
Spoiler alert, what do you mean?
Well, here's the thing. Let's say you were a fan of it. I am, because, like, dude, I fucking love space. I love space movies, all that shit. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
And now that I know going in that that he's not going to plant the flag and it's going to be this huge patriotic moment, I'm out.
Okay.
I don't go and see this.
Okay.
I'll wait for it and watch it on, whatever.
All right.
I don't go to see it anymore.
Okay.
What about you?
From what it sounded like, that it's more of a story of him and his wife, really, and their relationship and how it was strained from this whole experience.
And the experience was him going to land on the moon for America?
Eventually, but basically it was all the shit before that. I mean, that's really like the very end.
You know who piped in was Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz.
Yeah.
We kick it.
Buzz doesn't give a fuck.
No. So what'd he say? Fuck.
Dude, yeah, he said,
retarded.
Fuck you. Yeah. He goes, fuck you. He goes, our government paid for this whole thing. We were strictly there.
Yeah. Oh, no.
In a space race to go and put the flag on the moon. Like, fuck off.
It's dumb. But I mean, what do you expect with the director from La La Land? Like, you're not going to get a super...
I don't know. The two of those fucks got together. It's either...
It's not a musical, right?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
Could you imagine if you showed up? Here we are on the moon.
And it's like floating over.
I don't know why that was like, here I come to save the day, but either way, I'm out of this one. Don't. Well,
I'm not
don't fuck
going
me
to
on
see
that.
it.
No, you're not going to see anything.
I'm not going to see anything. I do want to go see A Star Is Born, but
yeah,
I guess I can wait for that, right? You don't need to like experience that in 3D or anything. But
it'd be cool to see that in a movie theater. Probably cool. Like Rocco hit me up and was just like, dude, this movie's dope as fuck.
Yeah, and I don't know, weirdly from him, I'm like, okay.
I'll tell you why. Now that he's on the Mayans MC and he gets what acting is, like he knows the full scope of it now. Like, I think you're able to go out and appreciate other projects that are great. Whereas, and we talked about this last night when we were watching a movie last night. When you're in it, we watch movies and TV shows differently than everybody else, where it's just like, shit, this is too hokey, or there was a problem in the script process or whatever.
I still believe that her performance is going to irk me just a little bit.
Whose?
Lady Gaga.
We'll see.
I'm just really sensitive to.
I'm in on this.
Bad.
If you want to get a babysitter, we'll go see this Friday night.
Okay. Do we have to get a babysitter, or can we just leave him home? Which one?
What is he? 6 weeks old at this point?
Yeah, he's has.
He's fine. Throw a little dog food in a bowl. Let him snack.
Yeah, a little gerbil feeder.
Yeah, little gerbil feeder full of breast milk. He's good.
Yeah,
he's good. The other one's 4. He can watch him.
Yeah, he'd be really good. He's mature.
Yeah,
he's a mature 4. Back in the day, who had a story of that? Somebody's mom, like our age mom, would leave a vacuum cleaner going outside the room when the baby's sleeping and just go to the movies.
And just bounce, for a couple hours. That's the way it was back in the day.
I know.
No.
I love
Can't do that anymore.
You can't.
No, people do it, but you can't.
No, you can't do it.
Can't do it.
I tried.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, so if you want to go see us, I'm in. Like,
okay.
The commercials.
Maybe we should.
The commercials look dope. That soundtrack is killing it, by the way.
I want you.
Yeah, murdering it. Murdering
right in my eyes. Tell me you love me. Same.
The other movie that is coming out is the Halloween movie. The new Halloween that Danny McBride produced and brought back to life.
What do you think?
Jamie Lee Curtis is in it.
Kind of looks good.
There was a little bit of controversy about this last night. I'm curious as to your thoughts on this, right? And I think this is going to start happening more and more. When you have people who are so outspoken about certain issues and topics politically, like gun control.
Sure.
Apparently the entire movie is Jamie Lee Curtis holding a gun, fucking trying to blow away Michael Myers and shit.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. She's a staunch, like, we need gun rights and all of that stuff. What's your feeling on this? Would you do shit like that you were super against?
Yes, and it's the same way that, like, a straight person can play transgender or whatever, right?
Right.
And that was my same argument for that, which is it's acting. You're playing a character.
But if you're so politically against guns,
right?
And then
I guess that's
your whole character arc is you trying to kill somebody, and how you're because the story that came out was that she's packing the whole time, and it's to protect herself.
Yeah,
and you've got to carry to protect yourself as a woman.
So she's against having a gun. She's
staunch against guns in real life. So yeah, she thinks there's got to be all these gun laws.
So what's her statement?
I don't know.
None. Okay.
But somebody who reviewed the movie was like, "Hey, I just found it weird that somebody who's so anti-guns is using a gun the entire movie to protect themselves. Like, aren't you? Doesn't that show the rest of the world?"
I guess that's different than what I was saying, because you're literally, influencing people, kids or whatever. It's your whole thing.
So, like, for a perfect example in this, since Danny McBride produced this movie, right?
Right.
I don't know anything about Danny McBride politically or anything else or nothing. So whatever he does in a movie,
that way, yeah.
And like, look, we host a podcast and we're actors, obviously, but since we talk about everything politically and all that other shit going on, it's fine because it was what we do and it's a job. Danny McBride doesn't host a podcast. He can do whatever he wants in real life,
right?
And just fuck shit up, and it doesn't matter. We know nothing about what he thinks politically, and I think that's rad.
It is.
So when I see
back
him
in the day,
well, exactly. And when I see him with a gun or whatever the fuck it is, I
don't know how he feels about it.
Exactly. I have no idea. Even Tom Cruise, he's never politically campaigned for anybody. So like,
God, can you imagine?
Tom Cruise is blowing people away and kicking ass and doing shit. Like,
right.
I don't know anything about him. So like, when he's holding a gun to somebody's head, I would assume Tom Cruise probably has a gun on him at all times.
Yeah.
And I assume he's probably fucking better at using it than everybody else.
Yeah, for sure, because you do go through training. So think of all the movies that he's like had to work with, like ex-military teaching him how to like.
Dude, you ever see those Keanu Reeves videos? Keanu?
Oh,
dude, he's fucking tactical as fuck. That
just
guy.
from training for movies.
I think he like it's one of his hobbies in real life.
Yeah,
I mean if you go on YouTube.
Yes.
If you go on YouTube or Facebook, just Google Keanu Reeves, like going through, because I think he was going through the same like Q school as like, contractors and Matt and those guys where you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, but I think he was also
proficient.
There's a place I went in Simi Valley for Range 15 and it looked like, and it looked like the same place. I guess they probably all look the same, but it looked like the same place. I was like, oh, awesome. And he was going through that course like so fucking fast. You know, they like show you that to be like, this is how you could get if you were amazing. We're just going to make it so you can hold the gun without looking like an idiot. But they showed us all that cool shit. And I was like, holy fuck.
Even Joe Rogan the other day was just like, yo, man, don't fuck with Canal. Like, he's legit.
For sure, dude.
And everything. Like martial arts. And I'm like, whoa. All right.
Daddy.
Shit.
I forgot to put him on the list.
He's one of your faves.
Oh, Daddy of all daddy.
That guy never ages either.
No.
Or he's just aging better than everybody else.
Yeah, he's aging. And I think up close it might look weird because he still has like a younger looking face.
Sure.
But that's always weird, right? Where they're like, they look young and then you get up close and it's like a wrinkled young.
Yeah, like Michael J. Fox is like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
no.
I think it's a little bit like that, but he keeps the facial hair, long hair. He does it cool.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
Rides a motorcycle.
He's cool. Fuck yeah. Going back to this, to put a button on it. You know who else used to have a bunch of weird fucking hairstyles that always pulled it off was Anthony Kiedis.
Oh yeah.
That guy was rad.
He did like
we used to have these Kiedises and shit. Sure. We don't have anybody now, man.
Sure.
Pussies is all we have. These fucking pussies.
All we have is Flea.
Yeah, well.
But he just shaves.
Do we even have Flea anymore? Shaves
Do we
his head.
even have Flea?
Yeah. Shaves his fucking head. We used to have the Beastie Boys and shit back in the day. Like, God damn it, man.
I'm way too nostalgic these days. That's what's happening with everything. People are like, it's going crazy. It just makes me more and more nostalgic for the times that were talent and the times of like not caring about politics and the times of just everything.
Here's the thing. I'm not nostalgic about like, oh man, these guys were like Michael Rappaport does this all the time on his feed where he's just like, best rap music was his 1990s and all this shit. He's always posting clips of it.
Right.
Like I'm nostalgic for the talent and the talent wise.
Right.
Where like I miss rock stars. I miss
and like
yeah. Because look, I think there's been great rap come out. There hasn't been great rock music, but like that type of shit is what I'm nostalgic for. Is talent where I'm like, shit. I was in the car the other day with Apple Music. Now you can literally listen to anything. Mm-hmm. I hit the wrong. That's the only danger of Apple Music too. Is you're thumbing through it and you have so many choices while you're driving. Like it's terrible for driving because you're just like, I can listen to everything. How do I? And you've got to type in like the first 3 letters. So you're driving and you're like, I forget who I was looking for, but I typed in the wrong thing and the first keyword that came up was Beastie Boys. Okay. So I was like, fuck, man, I haven't listened to Paul's Boutique in a long time.
Oh, Paul's Boutique.
Well, no, but here's the thing. Like, there was like 90 albums that I was like, oh, shit. I remember this one. I remember this one. I remember this one. I remember this one. And they were all great. We were like, shit, why don't we have anything cool like that? Like, the beats were cool. Everything was different. Like, it was all fucked up. Half of it was metal. Yeah. Half of it was samples. Like, I'm nostalgic for missed talent, but that's right. Another fucking story for another day.
The Barenaked Ladies are making kids albums now.
Are they really? I mean? you big BNL fan? Oh. You get down on BNL,
they got
don't you?
Me going. No, they were super annoying, but they're an institution.
They're not an institution.
Barenaked Ladies.
BNL?
It was an era.
Call them BNL, please. No, they were not an era.
You don't remember when they were everywhere on the radio all the time, where you were just like,
it's been 1 week since you fucked me. I'm not going down a BNL rabbit hole with you right now.
You're not going. No. You're not going down.
I'm not even going to entertain.
Remember them?
No, I'm not gonna go down a BNL rabbit hole with you. I will say this.
Anyways, they transitioned perfectly into kids albums because how annoying were they? Remember? So think about that as
is this real?
Eat your food. Yes.
Oh, fuck you.
Eat your food and do your homework.
Yeah, well, they were putting out kids albums when they were
basically that's
alive.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, when they were really doing shit.
Alive.
Well, they're dead to me.
They're dead to you, I guess.
You want to talk about that era? There was a video that went viral last night of Fred Durst, which I didn't know Limp Bizkit still performed. Did you know that?
I didn't, but now I'm in.
The lead singer of Insane Clown Posse, while Fred Durst was on stage, ran out and tried to double kick, like Khabib kick, Fred Durst in the back of the head.
Why?
And missed. So when you double kick somebody, there's no landing but on your back, and he fell right on his back. Right on stage during the middle of a song. And Fred Durst was like, this pussy couldn't even fucking kick me right. Like, yeah. And I was like, what year are we in? Is this 1998?
Is that a real beef? I didn't. Apparently. That's super underground.
Yeah.
Like people who know
I'm not
know.
Insane clown. I was never an ICP guy. So like, I have no.
No, me neither.
That just wasn't my jam. Now Rage Against the Machine, that's a different story for me.
Right.
You know, that was as hard as I got back in those days.
Did you do Limp Bizkit?
For a while, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I did it all when that Nookie song came out. I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
No.
Yeah. I think everybody did.
I must have been on like the tail end when people were starting to drop off of them and like start to make fun of them.
Gotcha. So when I moved to Hollywood, like I remember Fred Durst, fucking Paris Hilton one night, and I was just like, yeah,
right, like in front of you.
No, but I saw them leave together, and okay, yeah, I knew what went down that night.
Sure,
but yeah,
Because he was part of that. You know, my theory with Jared.
He was cool at
Jared,
the time. Like, yeah.
Liking that era. Doesn't he like all that shit?
Yeah. But he likes, I brought that up to him on the show if he likes the fat lead singers.
Oh, what did he say?
He was like, oh, fuck, I never really thought about that.
Okay.
Yeah, like BNL.
Fat, but not totally fat.
BNL, like Barenaked Ladies, they had a fat lead singer, right?
Yeah, like a chubbier, you know, a bigger.
Counting Crows. That guy, he's, yeah.
Colorblind. Yeah.
God, I love Counting Crows back in the day.
Coffee
I do.
Black and egg white. Pull me out from inside.
Wow.
I am ready. I am ready. Come on. I am ready.
Gun to head. Gun to head. Black Crows or Counting Crows? Go.
Black.
All right.
Counting. Counting Black. They're so different. You can't choose between those two.
If you got to pick a Crows band, though,
I would count them. I would go counting.
Crowning Crows, which would have been even better. Just like a little a vagina opening and a crow exiting.
I would count those crows.
Yeah. Okay, so you're counting crows?
Yeah.
No.
In like your times of wallow. You know, when you're like sad and you want to be sadder.
Sure.
And just like lay in the bath of sadness.
Yeah.
Counting crows.
All right.
And then Black Crows, I went through like a little second of being totally into them, but now that I listen to them, they're not holding up. Counting Crows do.
There's a
Long December.
Yeah. There's a lot of songs by Black Crows that definitely still hold up.
Okay. Give me a couple bars.
She Talks to Angels. Remember? Remember we played. I remember we hired a guitarist for our wedding.
Yeah.
I don't think that no one knows this story in the audience. It's pretty funny. We hired a guitarist for a wedding, and we had songs that we could pick from that they were going to sing. And I wanted She Talks to Angels, and you looked at me and you go, I do not want a song about a girl doing heroin at my wedding.
Yeah. She talks to angels. Right? Give me the tune. I can't find it.
No.
I can't find it. I'm here. I need to be here.
No one wants to hear you find the tune.
Really?
No.
I think they were really
Definitely
into
not.
Just Now when I was singing
Definitely
Counting Crows.
But you wanted another song that I wasn't crazy about. So you were like, look, I will give you She Talks to Angels if you give me this other song. And
that you weren't crazy about?
Yeah, I forget what it was. And I said, look, all right, great. We did it.
Was it Van Morrison?
I don't know.
Whatever.
I remember it was, because, as we were walking down the thing and, we got married on the beach and the guy was playing and it was, She Talks to Angels and Marshall Tucker Band.
Yeah, and then Van Morrison, She Gives Me Love.
Yeah.
Crazy Love.
Yes.
For like the actual.
But the song about the woman doing heroin. And I remember I was like, is that really about a girl doing heroin? And you were like, yeah, it is. And I was like, man, I just like it. I just like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we had and by the way, for the audience at home, we had a very specific catalog that this guy could play. So
yeah, like he didn't.
It's not like he was taking requests. Like we had to choose songs that he knew,
and then we were going long, remember? So he just like started over the other one song again. He's like, like play that one. Yeah.
He had a very small
limited
repertoire.
Sure. It was definitely like when you first learn guitar and you're like, well, I know Black Sabbath. I know the 3-chord. Yeah. So I think it was like that.
Because we sat over this guy's set list for just agonized over it for hours trying to find songs that we liked.
Right.
And Counting Crows might have been one of them. I don't know.
I know because I would have picked it. Obviously, Long December. Just all the songs about depression. Just me coming down. Just like because it's the end of your life, right?
Sure.
When you see me come down the aisle, so it's like coffee black and egg white.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you're just like depths of despair. But pretty. You know what I mean? A lot of those pretty songs are all very dark.
Yeah, there's different meanings behind all of them. I was watching Howard Stern last night, who, by the way, his now like his set and everything has changed.
Oh,
it is gorgeous.
Really?
Just like, Jesus Christ. The only weird thing about it, if you're watching Stern, because he signed some deal with Facebook where they're putting clips up on Facebook Watch and some other things. And look, his show was always shot in a studio. They've changed studios. It looks more of a very Jimmy Fallon-ish.
Oh, like an actual talk show.
Yes.
Oh.
The problem is the guests are still sitting on the couches.
Okay.
The couches are like 3 feet lower than Stern. So
that bitch, you know he did that.
I know. It's exactly what I thought when I watched it. So he's above them, looking down on them, and it was the clip I watched last night was Paul McCartney. So Paul McCartney was on the show, and it was a great show.
Right.
Paul McCartney was never big on press, has never opened up. I don't know why he is now.
I don't either, but he's doing a lot of stuff.
A lot of press, and he's very honest about everything that's going on. And you're like, whoa, who is this guy? Who is this Paul McCartney?
Right.
So he went on Stern and was sitting about 4 feet lower than him. And I was like, oh, man, that's Paul McCartney, bro. Like, get him, raise the fucking couch for McCartney. Like, pretend that you're not bigger than McCartney because you're not.
Right.
And I love Stern, man. The only reason we have a show like this is because of Howard Stern. So I'm not shitting on Stern in the least, but bro, if you have the Beatles on, raise them up to your level, for Christ's sake, especially Paul McCartney.
Sure.
Because let's face it, the two biggest rock stars of all time are McCartney and Jagger. Mm-hmm. Don't do that to Mick Jagger either. If he comes on your show, which he's not probably, but McCartney came on and was talking about the meanings behind his songs. Okay. And Stern just still doesn't give a fuck, even though it's McCartney, which is what I love about Stern.
He's not starstruck.
No. And he said, hey, my favorite song that you ever wrote was actually about your hatred of John Lennon at the time and Yoko and what was going on. And I was like, oh, shit. And then he played it. I know this song. I'm terrible with song names. I always have been because I always listen to them in the background while I'm writing. So my script or my book is usually covering whatever I'm listening to, because I'll type in bands and just listen to full albums. So like I knew the song, and when I was listening to the song, I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that those lyrics were about his hatred for John Lennon at the time.
Give me a couple bars.
Can't do it.
What song is it?
You're gonna have to just watch the Stern clip of McCartney, because he plays it. And he said, McCartney was like, you know what, you're right, that was. And I fucking hated him at the time, and hated what was going on. He broke up the group. That was him. And
I feel like I know it. Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. And he goes, there was a period of time where him and Lennon were going back and forth, just writing songs about their hatred for one another.
Oh yeah.
And it was thinly veiled in these songs, and you didn't know, but the music was great at the time, and it was just like, oh shit. So it was like
clapback or
beefs, essentially. That's how he described it now. He was just like, we were going to war against each other lyrically in these songs. And I found it interesting though that he did say though afterwards that they did make up before he died, which I didn't know.
Really?
Yeah. And he said, when he got killed, if I hadn't have made up with him, he's like, I think I would have hated myself the rest of my life. But he said that he was fine and at peace with everything. So, but I didn't know that all those songs were like that. And I think a lot of songs, if you really break them down, are probably about way different shit than we think about.
No,
I almost don't want to know the meanings behind songs.
Yeah.
Like, I remember Greg Allman with Midnight Rider.
Point. Yeah.
He would never give up what or who that song was about.
Yeah.
And I like it more for that reason, because I love that song. And I don't want to know that it's about, like Coldplay. As much as everybody shits on Coldplay, I think they're a great band. I don't want to know if not one single one of their goddamn songs was about Gwyneth Paltrow. I don't want to know it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I hate her so much that it would ruin my memory of that song.
Yeah. Okay. But he must be a nightmare.
Yeah, I know.
Did you hear the little rumor of who may be going on the road with Tom Petty's band?
As Tom Petty?
No, just like singing Tom Petty's song.
Oh, like covers?
No, like with his band.
Right.
They're kind of like doing another tour.
Yeah.
Stevie Nicks. How perfect.
They
wrote a lot of songs together. He gave songs to her. She like performed his songs, and like they had a really interesting
Didn't he write Landslide?
Something. Basically, he wrote like anything good for her.
Yes.
And that she did solo-wise. And I thought, wow, dude.
Huh.
I fucking cool.
I could...
What? And I don't know if she's going to do it to be
cool.
it's going to be the band, Heartbreakers, I guess.
Yeah.
And songs that they wrote together, songs that he wrote for her, and then, Tom Petty songs, and could be fucking cool. I dig her shit.
I dig it too. Speaking of music, there's a breaking story actually that Trump is expected to sign the historic Music Modernization Act today with Kid Rock and Kanye West at the White House.
Okay.
Strange.
What's that for?
I don't know. Look, everybody's always bitching about giving more money to the arts and to music and everything else.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what it will be for, but I don't know.
Okay.
We'll find out. That just broke as well. But I would go see Stevie Nicks with the
Heartbreakers.
That would be super interesting.
It'd be interesting. More has to come out about it because it's like just a little rumor right now. But I'd be into it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I'd be into it.
What I wouldn't be into is Adam Lambert with Queen. Like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, that's the thing is when they said, replacing him and going back on the road, it's just like, with who? Like, who are you? You're going to do some audition and find some Korean boy that like sings
like Journey.
Just like, yeah. I'm not interested in that.
No.
At all.
No.
But this is kind of the melding of two, and again, because he wrote her so many songs and they performed together so much, I think that would be a perfect, I've never seen Stevie Nicks. I never got to see Tom Petty. That would be a cool kind of,
for sure.
Yeah. I think she could channel a lot of shit that would be Tom Petty worthy for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, the song is here today, but I don't know how it goes.
Yes,
the Beatles
you're right
song, but I don't know how. I can't even think of. But anyway,
yeah.
Here today,
you're 100% right on that. Fuck. Let's get to the revolutionary figure of the day, shall we? This is one of those shows that just flew by. I don't even know time or space.
We kind of just talk shit the whole time.
Well, yeah.
Sorry, guys. We're just hanging out.
Hangs.
Come hang with us.
We're having a hang sesh.
We're having a hang sesh.
We're look. I've given this to Fantastic Sam before.
You have? Okay, so who is it now? Are you doing the same? Who started Supercuts?
That's who I was gonna give it to.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, listen, and these are, and sports clips maybe. These are places, they're a necessity. Sometimes you do need to just walk in.
So I was going to give it to Jeffrey Rappaport and Frank Emmett. They created Supercuts.
Good for them. Killing it.
Oh, you know me so well, James. You know me so well.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Fantastic Sam was already praising this show, so we're gonna go.
Next time it'll be sports clips,
Supercuts.
Yeah, Supercuts. Oof. They're all it's super. It's fantastic. It's all just amazing, isn't it?
Super great, fantastic. That's the three superlatives for men. Yeah, for haircuts. Yeah. Are men that simple that's it? That's all we're.
You are very
Supercuts.
Ooh,
great clips.
Yeah,
fantastic. Sam.
Well, it says it's great.
Yeah, stupendous.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
The next one needs to be cool clips.
Stupendous Stevens.
Cool hair.
Yeah. Cool Carl's. Go get a cool haircut at Cool Carl's. Yeah.
Cool Carl in the Pine Valley 3.
Yeah. A Cool Carl sounds like a pineapple drink,
I thought you were going to say
can have a Cool Carl? No, a hot Carl is obviously. No. Yeah. Cool Carl just would be pissing all over somebody's chest. Drinking a gallon of ice water and then pissing all over them. That's a Cool Carl. That's the next
Cool Carl.
That's the next sexual
I'm gonna have
position.
to think about that one and get back to you.
Well, you think about it.
Will
and keep putting stickers on normal cups of Black Rifle coffee.
Until I get a white,
mug. Yeah. Look, they hear your pleas. They hear your cries. I'm sure they'll do it. Sure they'll do it. For Jessie Wiseman, a.k.a. the Jables, I am Ross Patterson. This is The Revolution. Good night, everyone.
Good night.